So part of the fun of getting a old home is the little quirks that come along with it. So I wanted to show some of this stuff before we closed it up forever behind walls. This will actually still be here when you come visit. It does not work, but we're going to see the speakers that go with that. So, when we tried to remove this flagstone flooring, which you can see the nice divot we have over here, they figured out that it's on a cement base that's at least 2-3 inches thick. So there was no removing that. So we're just going to tile on top of it. Okay. So the other thing we noticed when we took apart, there used to be a granite mantle above that. And we took apart the mantle and took off one of the cover pieces. Apparently they've cut into the brick for whatever changes they've made in the past. So we can't expose the brick fully. But it's got a lovely keystone that I like, at least. And of course it needs a new surround, which Phil will be doing at some point. One of the things we noticed is that the gas got converted to gas at some point and then converted back to wood. And apparently this is left over from that process. This was a rocker switch and they just took out the components and left the switch plate on, so. Of course there's our lovely hole in the ceiling that was bound to happen when you have an open floor upstairs. And it ended up that we were going to have to redo this ceiling anyway because we needed a structural beam for the wall, the bathroom wall upstairs. There's a small door that leads to a closet underneath the stairs. And in that closet there is, if I get some light, an old linoleum floor. We also found some old tile under one of, I think, the dishwasher, that at some point they must have had black and white square tiles, check pattern tiles in this house. The ADT box is gone, so no more ADT box. More of the old linoleum beneath the dishwasher. And a little bit better of a space. So, of course, we weren't planning on taking out below there, but that ended up being paneling. And so we had to remove, well, we didn't have to, but we wanted to remove most of the paneling from the house. So we removed all that. And then, of course, our pantry is now open so that hopefully we can get that top beam out too, so it can be a full, just a part of the natural flow of the kitchen. And if you look in here, there's our kitchen and our bathroom and our mudroom and everything in between. Alright, yeah. This is one of those speaker boxes that I had mentioned for the old intercom system. So it was right in the mudroom when you walk in, either from the garage or from the backyard. Very convenient. Of course, it was behind, it would have been on the, you can tell from the drywall patches on the kitchen side. Have I mentioned how much these lights are just not us? I'm not sure if I actually recorded this in a previous one, but underneath the paneling was a note that was actually nailed up here instead of, it fell eventually with people passing by, but it actually said panel. So it's kind of silly. And there's another one of those speaker boxes. This one would have been into the master bedroom. And the other one is right there. And those are the only 3 in the house that still exist. This is where the old return area used to be. Of course, we've got a wall going through it now, so we're going to change that to where our attic fan for the whole house will now be the register for the actual air conditioning and return air. Some of this is just basic construction reminders that are on the boards. When we go into this bonus room, the frog, you actually find stuff that'll get covered back up if I can get it good. There we go. But there are notes from people who helped build it. No idea who they are, but they left a little bit of themselves behind.